Hello, welcome to SwitchedOn, Paul speaking, and today looking at a new game that's coming out on the Nintendo Switch on June the 25th. It's out on the 23rd on Steam, but the 25th on the Nintendo Switch, and that is Truck and Logistics Simulator, and this comes by the way of Aerosoft. So a big thanks to those guys for sending this over. And this is one I've had my eye on for a while, as you know all too well probably by now, that really love my simulation games, and this one seems to tick all the boxes. The best of sort of Euro Truck Simulator and some other management sims and driving all different sorts of vehicles. So let's take a look at it. We've got an early copy to look at. So it's out for another week or so. So you start the game here in the game's main career mode. You can pick a vehicle. The only vehicle that you can afford at the start is this minivan. And then you choose your weather settings. A choice of sort of a sunny day, rainy day, or sort of a stormy day. And then the same for the night time, so that's quite a nice little touch. Only seems to be one map at the moment, but I believe they are looking to add more to the game later on, but that's not confirmed like an upcoming date or any more details on that. So in this game, as it sort of basically suggests, you are a truck driver, but you also handle the logistics side of things, which is quite nice, which normally just involves loading your vehicle up. Must admit, I was kind of hoping for some sort of like warehouse management sort of thing, but I don't know, maybe that will come down the line, who knows. So you start off here, you drive to these points on the map, these little green circles, a mini map in the bottom left hand corner. Stop inside there and you can pick up one of these missions. Now, my first sort of little issue with the game, and I've already fed this back to the developers, is that this is your list of missions on the right hand side, and there isn't really much to it. It's kind of a bit drab. There's no sort of what I describe to them as it's a bit soulless. It's like, I'd like to know what the cargo is that I'm carrying, where it's going, who wants it, and why, and how much they're going to pay me. And you know, you've got a reward here in sort of euros or whatever currency this sort of imaginary currency is. And it tells you, if you look at this top mission here, we'll highlight the top one. It basically tells you need to forklift. You're going to need to use a forklift, some cargo onto a trailer, and then attach the trailer to your car, and then drive at a distance of 791 meters, so basically just down the road really. And you can see the map on the left there, but there's no sort of indication of what it is you're carrying, where it is you're taking it. Would be really nice, just give the game a little bit more character if it had that kind of thing. You just kind of got this list of anonymous missions to do. And you can see this little symbol here on the right hand side, the little broken glass symbol means that this is a fragile item. But I don't know. Let's have a look at the one of these. Let's have a look at that first mission actually, because it's quite a short one. Let's do that. So we're going to need to use the forklift. So we select it, come down to the bottom, press the tick. There's a little load time. The load times are pretty quick, so not too concerned about that. So this is really nice. You know, you have to use the forklift. You can go into first-person view with the minus button and move your forks up and down with the left stick. Start the engine up, and off we go. It's probably better to use the forklift in a combination of outside and inside views, just to get everything lined up. So we're going to swerve over here, pick up our pallet. Kind of automatically locks on when you're in the right place. Pick it up. If we lift it right up, we can sort of have a little peek through to line up where we're going. You've got a nice helpful arrow as well on the ground in front of you to sort of give you a rough idea. Oh, sorry. So let's just line this up. Get it in the back of the van. It sort of tells you when you're in the back of the van. There's a little message at the top that's kind of hard to see, but it is there. One of the hardest things is to know that your forks are clear into reverse, but there we go. So the door's automatically shut. Next thing we need to do is load these other two boxes onto the trailer. So let's swerve around. Get the forks down. Don't know if you've seen my review of Forklift Simulator on the Switch that came out last year. That's interesting viewing. It certainly beats that hands down. So again, the helpful arrow at the front just lets you know. Oh, probably going to be better to do this one from the first person view, just so I can line this up a bit better. Don't think I'll pass my forklift driver's license, do you? But there we go, get that onto there. messing around with the forks a bit too much, but there we go. Clear of that one. Let's load the second carton on. Let's just swing around for that one actually. Let's get to the other camera angle. You can, with the right stick and using R, you can zoom in and out, so we can get a zoomed out view. Quite a nice cinematic view there. Pick that up. Drop that off. Apologies if you can hear a weird buzzing noise. There's a fly buzzing around the room, unfortunately. And there we go. So we loaded the 2 cartons on. Automatically gets you out of the forklift, and we're in the car now. If you can see, we're in this little minivan. It's got a nice first-person view, but we'll switch to that in a second. So we need to pick this trailer up, get the engine started. Not quite keen on the car noise either. This is, it's a minivan. It sounds more like a tractor, but never mind. A to a tractor trailer, and then we need to look at the mini map and front where we're going. So we'll switch to this first-person view. Quite nice. You can customise your car as well. So I've customised the interior to be that kind of red trim. Bit garish. We're going completely the wrong way here. Not around the houses. Right, let's get back on track. Coming around the corner. As you can see, it runs quite nicely, but the world does feel a little bit empty. Yeah, the road does feel a bit empty. Right, we need to get over to the other road here, don't we? See if we can squeeze through here. Not ideal, but save us mucking around. Right, there we go. So there you go. There are a few cars on the road. Oh, crikey. Getting a bit confused with their road system. Right, we're off and running. Off and running. We're going to take these boxes to wherever they need to go. I don't know. It doesn't tell you. That's what part of the problem. Just kind of take them to the anonymous holdings. As I say, I have spoken to the developers about this in all seriousness, and hopefully they seem quite receptive to feedback on their Discord channel. Another little problem that I wasn't too keen on is that there's no penalties for sort of running red lights. If you played Euro Truck Simulator, you'll know that you can't run red lights, you can't speed, so that's always an issue. Hopefully, again, they'll add that in. So we're into the yard here, and again, you get this little helpful arrow at the front of the car. It tells you exactly where you need to be going to park up. Here's our space. We're going to go. Probably could have reversed into there because going to leave us stuck against the wall. But anyway, automatically completes the mission, and you get a income in money. You get a loading bonus, a parking bonus, and if the cargo gets damaged, you get points taken off. So we get a cash total there, 2,064, 192 XP, and we continue. And to be honest, that unfortunately we have to crash through the trailer. That's about it, which is the worrying thing for me. It feels like a little bit lacking. You just move to the next mission point, pick again from a list of missions, and away you go again. There's no real sort of sense of progression. We can press plus here, go to let's have a look at the garage. Just while that's loading in, the game does have multiplayer in it as well. Obviously not particularly live yet, but the good news is that is cross-platform with the PC version, so that's really going to be, hopefully we'll get some decent online game with this. But let's go through the trucks. We've got a car, we've got a couple of variations of that, of different vehicles. You've got different pickups here, a couple of different minivans, a couple of different panel vans, a couple of drop side vans. You get a nice sort of 7.5 ton truck and a little cargo truck there. Some bigger sort of haulage trucks, American style sort of bull nose truck, and they even get these other vehicles that you can have in the game as well. But as it stands right now, unless I'm missing something, I've played this for about an hour, I've done about 10 missions, I'm not seeing much beyond just pick up something from the map and deliver it somewhere else on the map. Kind of let's have a look at the Iranian Map actually. It kind of is, you know, the name of the game, but it just feels like it needs a little bit more. Just whether it's character, whether it's gameplay, would have been nice to sort of have something lead you through at the career mode a little bit. Maybe explain what you're doing. Maybe, you know, you obviously kind of a career mode here. You're starting off with only one vehicle, and then obviously as you get more money, you can buy bigger vehicles and obviously take bigger jobs on. But there's nothing that really tells you that. It's kind of just left to your own devices as such. Don't know. It's just a shame. It just feels a little bit lacking. There's a little bug there. We went onto the missions and then pressed B to get off of it, and now we can't get another mission. See if we can drive back onto the mission spot. But you can see the game runs quite nicely. It looks really nice here. Nice rain effects in the weather. Let's pick up something else. Let's do this one. And just a little short load into it. But there we go. I mean, the developers are doing a live stream tonight, Wednesday night. So if you want to check out the PC version, by all means do that. It does look really nice on the PC. Oops, sorry, Mr. Forklift. Does look really nice on the PC, but I've watched the trailer a few times. I've read the Steam description, and nothing to me smacks of, you know, the Switch version is missing anything particularly beyond probably a little bit of a slimmed down visual to the game. You know, it does look really nice on the PC. Obviously, the Switch version's not quite got the graphical fidelity, but it still looks reasonably nice, and say it runs really well, which is a positive, definitely. But yeah, I'm not sure about this one. But as you can see, we're hauling a different vehicle now, and we're going to head off up on the mission. I'll just show you from inside the cab. Got a button here to stick your window wipers on, but there doesn't seem to be much interaction with the world. As I say, you don't really get penalties for running red lights. You don't get penalties for speeding. You know, there's speed bumps in the game, like yellow and black striped speed bumps. You can drive over them as fast as you want. It don't seem to react with the vehicles, which is a bit of a shame. So it is quite a pricey game as well. It's coming in at I think it's £38 in the UK, and around about $45, something like that in America. So it is at the pricier end of these sims, and I don't know, I think you'd want a little bit more for your money, but that's up to you. I'm not here to really comment on value. Value is in the eye of the beholder. I'm just here to say that it runs quite nicely, looks okay. It's got quite addictive gameplay loop. It just feels like it needs to be fleshed out a bit more. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this one, and please subscribe if you're new, as always. I may try and do some more content on this over the next week or so towards launch, but for now, let's call it a day. Thanks very much again for watching, and I will see you all on the next video. Cheers everyone, bye bye.